Hi, this is Sunita, and now let's see the news in detail. Chief Minister Prithviraj Chavan today admitted in the State Legislative Council that there has been a 3 times cost escalation in regard to total expenditure incurred to build an international airport at Navi Mumbai. Chavan said that the estimated cost of the project was 4,766 crore rupees, but it has been increased to 14,573 crore rupees on account of land acquisition and various other cost escalations. On the other hand, State Home Minister R.R. Patil announced in the Legislative Assembly that the government will issue new auto licenses to the people to cater to the increasing population in the city. He also said that the government will take a strict action against people who are residing illegally in Bhada buildings and colonies. On the allegation from the opposition on IPL matches, NCP chief spokesperson Nawab Malik said that IPL matches will be conducted in Mumbai, Navi Mumbai and Pune, as there is no water problem at all. Malik also said that IPL matches provides 25% of entertainment tax, that is 15 crore rupees, to the state government, which is used for development in various sectors.
IPL के मैचेस मुंबई, नवी मुंबई और पुणे के हिस्से में है, जहां पे पानी की किल्लत नहीं है। कहा जा रहा है कि लॉन मेंटेन करने के लिए जो पानी लगेगा, मैच होगा तो पानी लगेगा, मैच हो या ना हो, लॉन को मेंटेन करने का प्रोसेस कंटिन्यू चलता रहता है। हमने बार बार कहा है कि आईपीएल मैच द्वारा राज्य सरकार को 25% एंटरटेनमेंट टैक्स मिलेगा। पिछली बार 15 करोड़ रुपए राज्य सरकार को मिले थे, इस बार अनुमान है कि 20 करोड़ रुपए तक मिलेंगे।
Sam Pitroda, advisor to Prime Minister, said that the government is investing a huge amount for digitization in the country. He was heading the expert panel to review the institutional framework of Prasar Bharati. Sam Pitroda, Prasar Bharati CEO Jawahar Sircar, along with leading media people, met at Doordarshan Kendra, Mumbai to outline the agenda as to what needs to be done in changing the role of broadcast media. They also discussed the introduction of social media to make Prasar Bharati interactive. On recruitment, he said that Prasar Bharati needs to recruit young candidates, and the major areas to focus on are government interference, funding, HR development, content and technology. Meanwhile, actor Nandita Das said that Doordarshan needs to be revamped and made more attractive so that people should start watching the national channel all over again.
It is mainly because of government's investment. I mean, people don't give credit to this government, but this government is investing fair amount of capital and talent in building next generation information infrastructure with National Knowledge Network, with connectivity to panchayats. 250,000 panchayats would be connected to optical fiber. So how do we use that network even for broadcasting, even for All India Radio? We don't need old towers anymore. We need fiber optics links. So our one group, the technology group, is going to be looking at digitization.
I think he's doing a very important and a very crucial exercise of really rethinking how it can be revamped, can be made more relevant, how can we have a social conscience that is strong and yet do things in a way that are also entertaining, that are packaged well, that people are attracted to. So I think it's a very useful exercise, and all of us were chipping in, giving our ideas, talking about new media, redefining television and radio, and finding solutions to make it truly more exciting and more accessible and interesting for the viewer and for those engaged in broadcasting it.
The Kumbharwada Welfare Center has organized a meeting on importance of anti-communal riots bill. The bill was first introduced in the Rajya Sabha in 2005 but had drawn strong criticism from many parties, including some of the components of UPA. Most of the social organizations are planning that the bill should be passed in the parliament before 2014. Social activist Teesta Setalwad, the chief guest for the awareness program, said that the bill should be tabled before 2014 elections in the parliament and should be passed in the Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. According to her, after this bill is passed, not 100% but 20 to 30% communal violence would be less.
टेबल का मतलब है जब तक पार्लियामेंट में पेश नहीं होगा तब तक वो पास नहीं होगा। तो ये जो गवर्नमेंट है, बहुत जो अपने आप को मोस्ट सेकुलर गवर्नमेंट कहती है, उसने अभी तक एंटी वायलेंस कम्युनल वायलेंस बिल, जिससे जहाँ भी इस देश में कि किसी भी कोने में जो फसादात होते हैं उस फसाद को कंट्रोल करने के लिए उसमें इतनी अच्छी चीज़ें हैं कि उस फसाद होने के बाद किस तरह गवर्नमेंट एक्शन ले सकती है, पुलिस एक्शन ले सकती है, वो सब उसमें है, मगर अब तक उसको टेबल नहीं किया गया।
तो ये सिर्फ मुसलमान का मसला नहीं है, जैसे अमित भाई ने कहा, ये इंसानियत का मामला है, इंसाफ का मामला है, और ये कानून अमन और इंसाफ पसंद लोगों का कानून बनना चाहिए। और जो भी लोग तासुब, नफरत, कौमी हिंसा के खिलाफ हो, वो ये कानून को सपोर्ट, इस तरह हमारी मांग होनी चाहिए, इस तरह हम हमें पेश करते हैं।
Doodle 2013, an advertising exhibition and workshop that includes series of workshops on photography, brand design, calligraphy, cinematography, journalism and others is on in the city. Organized by Manthan, the School of Creative Advertising, the exhibition will go on till the 7th of April. This presentation is Maharashtra's first festival ever, art festival ever, especially for students that focuses on social issues. Doodles are shapes, patterns, drawings or scribbles, anything that is produced in an idle moment while the focus of attention is elsewhere. The event was inaugurated by Ad Guru Gopi Kukade, Vishwanath Sable, Dean of JJ School of Arts, along with Manthan Art School Director Shashikant Gavli. And that's all we have in today's Metro Scan. We'll be back tomorrow with some of the latest updates. Till then, namaskar, over to Delhi.
Sunita.